To my fellow introverts, this one is for you. To be an introvert is to inhabit a world of quiet observation, a world where the mind hums with reflection and solitude is a sanctuary. Yet modern life, with its emphasis on collaboration, networking, and open-plan workspaces, often seems designed for those who thrive in the chorus rather than the contemplative silence. For the introvert, social interactions, especially those that occur in the charged atmosphere of group settings like work meetings and public events, can be fraught with unease, discomfort, and a persistent search for solace. Today, we will explore the nuanced experience of introverts in communal spaces, examining the physiological and psychological responses to social stimulation, the sense of alienation and invisibility, and the complex dance between the desire for connection and the yearning to retreat. Through this exploration, we'll shed light on the subtle wisdom and dignity of introverted temperament, and why embracing one's own boundaries is as vital as contributing to the collective. Imagine stepping into a conference room filled with colleagues. The overhead lights glare, the air vibrates with chatter, and the low, incessant hum of background conversation forms a sonic wall against which thoughts must fight for space. For the introvert, this is not merely an inconvenience. This is a sensory overload, a barrage that strains the nervous system and saps energy. Where others might draw vitality from the collective hum, introverts often feel themselves shrinking, every word and laugh echoing as a reminder of their own discomfort. The dull roar of complaints and the exchange of routine greetings swirl through the air, leaving the introvert feeling both invisible and yet, paradoxically, exposed, as if every awkward silence or hesitant interjection is somehow magnified and scrutinized. Introverts process external stimulation, such as noise, movement, and social interaction, differently than their extroverted peers. Neuroscientific research suggests that introverts are more sensitive to dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with novelty and excitement. While an extrovert's brain may crave these bursts of energy, the introvert's mind can quickly become overwhelmed. The ambient noise in a crowded room becomes not just a backdrop, but an intrusive force that distracts from inner thoughts and diminishes the ability to focus. For many, the conversations themselves are a source of frustration. The small talk, the banter, the exchange of trivialities, these can seem pointless, even exhausting. It isn't that introverts dislike people. Rather, they crave depth over breadth, substance over surface. Being forced to swim in the shallows of conversation while longing for more meaningful exchange accentuates the sense of alienation. One of the most poignant aspects of the introvert's experience is the simultaneous feeling of being overlooked and being on display. In a room full of people, the introvert may feel like a ghost, present but unacknowledged, their contributions lost in the cacophony. Yet when the moment comes to speak, the spotlight seems to burn with an almost unbearable intensity. The act of speaking up, whether to offer an idea in a meeting or simply to join in a group discussion, can be fraught with anxiety. Introverts may rehearse their words internally, weighing every syllable, only to find that when they do speak, their voices tremble or their thoughts scatter. No matter how intelligent or insightful the point, the act of sharing it can bring a flush of embarrassment, as if exposing their inner world to judgment. This cycle of self-consciousness is not a reflection of intellectual inadequacy. Indeed, many introverts are deep thinkers with rich inner lives and keen analytical abilities. Yet the social pressures of group interactions trigger a cascade of self-doubt. Was my comment relevant? Did I speak too softly? Did I interrupt? The desire to connect is overshadowed by the fear of misstep, leading many introverts to withdraw even further. For introverts, home is not just a physical space. It is a psychological one, a zone of comfort and replenishment. After a day of meetings, networking, or social events, the longing to return to this sanctuary becomes intense. It is in solitude or in the company of a trusted few that introverts find genuine happiness and security. The external world, with its demands for performance, participation, and visibility, can feel relentless, like a landscape, where every interaction takes something away rather than gives. The struggle to endure social gatherings is not simply a matter of preference. It is literally the foundation of introversion itself. The energy expended in navigating crowds, noise, and small talk must be replenished through withdrawal and reflection. This is not a weakness, but an essential mechanism for well-being. Nowhere is this tension more pronounced than in the workplace, where meetings and group projects are the norm. The expectation is clear: engage, contribute, collaborate. For introverts, these settings can feel like a test of endurance. The meeting begins, voices rise, opinions compete, and the pace accelerates. Introverts may spend much of the time listening, absorbing information, and formulating responses. Yet, by the time they have organized their thoughts, the conversation has moved on. The opportunity to contribute passes, reinforcing a sense of invisibility. When they do interject, the effort required can be immense, leaving them drained and questioning whether it was worth it. Despite these struggles, introverts possess a quiet strength, the ability to reflect, to listen deeply, and to think before speaking are invaluable traits. The wisdom lies in knowing when to engage and when to retreat, in understanding that self-preservation is not selfishness, but survival. Strategies for managing social interactions abound. Seeking out quieter spaces, arriving early to familiarize oneself with the room, pairing with a trusted colleague for support, or simply allowing oneself to take breaks. The 1-minute rule, as mentioned in the video yesterday. Sometimes stepping away for 60 seconds to regain composure can be a lifeline, granting the introvert permission to reset and reclaim a sense of control. Accepting that discomfort is normal and that one's worth does not depend on constant visibility is a profound act of self-compassion. The true mark of confidence is not in dominating conversation, but in owning one's unique rhythm. The challenges faced by introverts in group settings are often invisible to those who do not share their temperament. Yet these difficulties are very real and rooted in biology, psychology, and lived experience. The awkwardness, the longing for home, the feeling of being both overlooked and exposed are burdens carried silently by many. In a world that prizes noise, speed, and spectacle, the introvert's journey is one of quiet endurance. Their struggles deserve recognition, not as shortcomings, but as testament to a different way of being. By embracing their boundaries and honoring their needs, introverts can navigate group dynamics with dignity, wisdom, and the quiet assurance that their value lies not in loudness, but in the quiet depths of who they are.